Fixer family, it's Charmin, and on today's video I have another patriotic DIY for you. We're going to be using a grapevine wreath and creating a flag wreath for my front door. Welcome to Fixin' 2. Now we are going to be joining Heidi Somble from Heidi Somble DIY and her DIY challenge that she's doing this month. And this month's theme is red, white, and blue. And this goes right along with what I have been doing the last couple of weeks. And I am so excited to be bringing this fun video and tutorial to you. Down in the description box below, I will have Heidi Somble's channel listed for you, her Heidi Somble DIY, as well as the link to the playlist. There's going to be tons of red, white, and blue inspiration for you, so make sure that you head on over to Heidi's channel and check her channel out, as well as all of those fun DIY challenges in the playlist that is linked for you down below. So now, let's get to this DIY. For our flag wreath, of course, you're going to need a flag, and I picked up this 3x5 poly cotton flag from Walmart. Now this was a kit that came with the pole and the brackets and everything, but it was a whole lot cheaper than just buying a flag outright. It was kind of crazy, but this is the one that I wound up going with. I think it was $9.99 for this set. So I also picked up some of these cute little florals. They're called white foxtails. I picked up 2 of those and they were just 97 cents a piece. I also had this metal star on hand, and so we're going to be using that as well. You'll also need an 18-inch grapevine wreath. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby. They're like $4.50, $5, something like that. And hot glue. Let's get started. Now I'm going to take my flag out of the pack here, and we're going to fold it right here on the edge of the blue square where the stars are. And we'll get that kind of folded over and evened up here. And then I'm just going to take my hot glue and I'm just going to kind of stick it right here to kind of hold it together because of what we're going to be doing on the next step. And I'm just going to kind of seal that over and be super careful, of course, because hot glue is hot. So just be careful in getting that together. Once you have that together, then we're going to kind of take the flag across kind of at a diagonal angle. I guess you'll kind of see as I pull it together. But we're going to wrap it over one side, kind of tucking it under, and you want it long enough to where as it wraps around the wreath, it will come back to itself underneath, and you'll see why here in just a minute. But we're going to gather it together right here at the bottom part of the blue square, and you'll see I'm going to be using a large zip tie. Now you can get these at the Dollar Tree, you can get them Walmart, hardware stores, just anywhere. You just want kind of a big one here. So we're going to take it and thread it down through one side and then bringing it back up the other side of the flag. And with grapevine wreath, you can stick it up anywhere there because it's going to grab a hold and it's going to hold very securely. So once you get it threaded up through there, we're just going to pull it together here, making sure everything looks right like we want it, and then just fastening it together. Now before you pull it completely, I took a minute and just made sure that everything was tucked the right way, pulled out, pleated here, just all of the things to make it, make sure that it's hanging right once we get it all secure to the wreath. Now we're ready to just pull it tautly here, making sure it's good and tight. And then we're going to just take a pair of wire cutters and we're going to just snip off that excess zip tie. Now we're ready to just turn it over here. And this is where I was talking about making sure that it comes back over to itself, so that when we get ready to glue this down, we can pull it tight enough to make it look super clean edge there on the other side. So I just begin to put some hot glue on it and tuck it down there and just make sure that it's nice and secure. Don't forget that I have my giveaway going on right now, and if you head on over to my community tab, it will have listed all of the instructions on how you can enter this giveaway. And one of those is that you have to be a part of the Fixer family by subscribing right here to my channel, and make sure that you hit the notification bell right next to it and click on all, so that you're notified each time I upload new videos, go live, post in my community tab, whatever we do here on the Fixin' 2 channel. So make sure that you head on over there to the community tab, read about how we are entering into this giveaway, and know that it will close on June the 14th at 5 p.m. Central. And I will be going live on YouTube on Monday, June the 15th at 7 p.m. Central, and we will do a live drawing for both of those $25 Amazon gift cards that I'm giving away. So make sure, again, that notification bell is rung so that you don't miss out on any of that. So let's get back into this fun DIY. Now we're ready to add our little flowers here. And I basically am taking my wire cutters and I'm cutting them apart. I love to do this because I can then put them where I want to put them. And before I ever glue anything down, I am going to just kind of put things where I feel like that I want them to go, and I can move them around. This gives me the opportunity to move them around and make sure I get the right placement for me. And of course, you definitely do what you want to do with it for sure. So now that I see that I've got it, I've got the star put on here and I see where I want them. Now I'm ready to secure them down with some hot glue. And I just begin to kind of pull them out, put a little hot glue there on the ends, and then place them back and begin to finish this out. Super cute. Now that we've got them securely in there, kind of see that I've got the star and everything looks good. Now we're ready to secure our star to the wreath. And again, I'm using another zip tie, and I'm going to do the same thing by taking it down and back up in the area that I want it to be, close to the flag here. And then I'm taking a smaller zip tie and I'm putting it on the little hook thing in the back, so that when I do secure this down, it will hang correctly. So I lay it down on there, and then I'm going to take the bigger zip tie and I'm going to thread it through the smaller zip tie. Once I get that in there, I'm going to then, of course, secure the bigger zip tie, latching it together and pulling it really tight, and then I'll do the same thing with the smaller zip tie. Really love this wreath, and to me it just screams patriotic, 4th of July, Americana. I mean, I love the rustic star on it. It just really just brought everything together, and I have it definitely displayed on my front door, and I am so proud of this wreath. And I hope that this inspires you guys to create something patriotic for not just for the 4th of July, but for any time that you just want to have that Americana nostalgia. There you go. There is a fun wreath for you right there. Don't forget that down in the description box, I will have that playlist linked for you for more inspiration. And also, Heidi's channel will be linked down there as well. And I also want to say a big thank you to Heidi Somble for hosting this fun challenge that she does every month. I'm so glad that you joined me today, and always remember to keep looking up, because that's where it all is. I'll see you on the next video.